Hi guys, it's me, Patricia, with a new video. And today I want to talk about life purpose and how once we find our life purpose or discover our life purpose, we tend to be able to cope with things better in life. I really think that is the whole idea of life in a nutshell, is to come here for a purpose and to accomplish something on a soul level so that we can progress in the halls of heaven, which I believe there are 7 halls of heaven, 7 floors, 7 levels, whatever you want to call it. And each lifetime that we live, we progress as we learn. And one thing I find very, very prominent in this world is, especially the young people are having very difficult time coping with life and what life is throwing at them. People that have gotten past that young millennial stage, like myself, tend to have coped with things as they come, but we're not really living the best life we can or the happiest life we can, because we haven't discovered our purpose here. Once we discover a purpose, that's when you find real happiness. Happiness doesn't come from only love and possessions. It comes from realizing what your soul is here to accomplish and accomplish it. And mostly I've found that what your purpose entails is something that you've always yearned to do, or something you envy in others. For myself, I always envied mediums, because I always had feelings like I may have had a gift, but I didn't know how to use it. And I mean, I've always had premonitions and feelings about things that have sometimes saved my life, sometimes caused me to do things that I realized later was a good thing I did, stuff like that. So basically, what you have to try and do to get to a point where you can be happy is figure out what it is your soul is here for, why you came to this earth. And I believe truly that that's what is going to make you happy, as far as your inner happiness. Of course, people that we have in our family, our loved ones, contribute to that. Material things can contribute to that, but you're never going to find that real happiness until you discover what it is you're here for. Usually it is something to do with helping others, or love, or teaching. Some of us come here to teach others, some of us come here to learn. I feel that I've come here to teach others that life does exist after death, and that God is real and heaven is real, and because God gave us free will, unfortunately, sin has come into play, and hatred and all the other bad things, emotions that come along with free will. So we have to learn as human beings at a soul level to learn to just, basically, there's nothing more important than love. And some of us learn by helping others. Some of us are here and to be helped by others. Anything that brings other people joy. It could be anything, like even creative things like music or art, or just being in the medical field, or being in a religious type or spiritual type job, where you help others learn of their spirituality and their religious inner selves. But basically, I really don't think, this is my opinion, everything that I put on my videos is always my thoughts and opinions. A lot of what I feel comes from the other side, and they make me feel, and pretty much sometimes tell me what to say, or it's like with my books. A lot of the books I've written, I don't even know where it all came from. A lot of it came from the other side, but I really believe that if you want to find true happiness and inner peace, you have to find your life purpose. So if you're struggling with life, if you can't deal with life, things seem too hard or whatever, just do some soul searching and think about what it is that will make you happy. What do you think your reason for being here is, and try and pursue an avenue which will let you use that in some way. For instance, if music happens to make you joyful, and you don't really have an avenue, a lot of people don't give themselves enough credit. We can pretty much do anything we put our minds to as long as we keep trying and don't give up. The only time you fail is when you give up. Not being able to do, look, like with me, I was like 53 or 54 when I started to realize that I was meant to help others in a mediumship way. Up until that point, I always felt like I had a gift. I always paid attention to my gut, but I never really realized that I was meant to help others with it until I had a tragic loss myself, and a medium helped me with it, and my family. So, especially for the young people, I know that it's very difficult looking forward with all that's going on, all the evilness and everything in the world today, that we are not even aware of much of it at all. That we're very unaware of the evilness going on. There's so much going on, it's unreal. And I do believe we're in a biblical time, so now is a good time to do some soul searching, figure out what it is you want, what it is you think you're here for. Because we're all here for a purpose, or we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have to leave heaven and be born, and if we didn't come here for a reason. So we all have reasons for being here. And I believe mine is to help others become aware of their spiritual side, and that there is a life after death. And death is really not a bad thing. It's a good thing for those that pass, because they get to go home. That means they've accomplished what their purpose was here on the earth. And it doesn't get worse, it gets better. The worst part of life is living is life in a physical plane as human beings. So if we can get through that. We can get through that if we just keep trying, keep searching for a purpose, and don't give up. The only time we fail is when we give up. And from what I understand, if we give up and we go home before our time, we end up having to come back here and do it again. So if you don't want to do that, like myself, I joke about it all the time, but I'm serious. Really, I don't want to have to come back here. From what I can tell of heaven, from what I feel and everything, it's not a place you want to leave. And if you've done any research about near-death experiences, you'll find that most people that have died and went to a good place don't want to come back. So, no matter what you've done in the past, no matter how your life has been in the past, whether you failed or think you failed at life, you can erase your past and start new beginnings. It's never too late. I really, honestly, feel for the younger generation today, because I myself have never seen such evil in the world, and such power mongering and greed, and it is going to be a difficult task unless something changes right away. But from what I understand, things will get better. The worst that could happen is, you have a miserable physical plane lifetime, and you end up going back to, back home and to a peaceful and joyful environment that has nothing bad, no feelings of anger, hate, pain, or anything like that. So just bide your time here, do the best you can. Keep trying. That's the main thing. Keep trying. Things aren't always going to work out the way you think they are, but your life is pre-planned. And whatever happens to you, good or bad, is going to work, play out the way it's going to play out. It's like we're actors in a movie. We've already, the script has already been written. I mean, it can change little by little, depending a little here, a little there, but for the most part, the main theme is going to be the same. So the best thing you can do is take things in stride. Things aren't always going to go well. Sometimes things are not meant to go well because we have to learn from those things. So find your purpose, however small it might be. It might be just helping one individual get through life. It might be helping a lot of individuals get through life. It might be making people happy with some kind of craft like music or art, or it might be some kind of humane thing like medical service or teaching, or just helping others get through grief and hard times. Whatever your journey is, we all have one, and there's always a purpose. So try and figure out that purpose, and that'll make you happy. It's usually what you feel you've always wanted to do, but you don't give yourself enough credit, and you don't try for it because you don't think you can do it. You can't fail until you stop trying. And sometimes, like me with this medium, being a medium, I never thought I could help other people with it. I never thought I'd be able to communicate enough to be able to help others. Actually, I didn't know I could communicate, period. I just knew I'd get feelings about things, and I'd be cautious about things I was doing if I felt something bad was going to happen, or I would warn people if I felt something, but I never really knew I could speak to those on a regular basis on the other side until I actually had a traumatic experience, and we sought out a medium that helped us get through this, and she told me that was my purpose, a gift I needed to use. So I started practicing, and I still have a lot to learn about it. I still have a lot to improve, but I keep trying, and I keep trying because I know this is my life plan. So try and figure out what your purpose in life is. Something that's going to make you feel good, that you're going to be happy about, and it will be something rewarding. It will be something rewarding. So I hope this video helped you in some way. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up and a subscribe, and let us know any thoughts you have about it, and anything you'd like me to talk about. You can always leave in the comments. I have a Facebook page and a website, which I do mediumship readings, connecting those with past loved ones. I do charge a fee for that, which I try to keep very small and minimal, because I don't believe my gift is meant to make me a millionaire. I just want to be able to help people, but I do need to survive myself, so I need to pay bills. And I will leave my website in a link below, and I'm also on Facebook if you want to look me up. I do free random readings once a week, usually on Facebook, where I let spirit come through, and we decide who the spirit wants to speak to, and usually they get some kind of message that they need to hear. So Also have some books on Amazon.com. If you search my name, Patricia Giebel, you will find everything will come up that I have available. If you're interested in some self-help books, you can check that out, or you can message me on Facebook. I do have some available on hand right now, so I sell a lot cheaper than they do on Amazon. So anyway, I hope this video helps you in some way, and you can start to think about what your life purpose is, because that's truly what's going to make you happy. When you're doing what it is you came here to do, that's when you feel you belong. That's when you feel comfortable. That's when you feel happy. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. God bless and have a good day. Hope to see you next time.